I'm wearing a Chelsea jersey, but best believe I support AFC Richmond! Welcome back to the channel, guys. And in this video, I want to talk about the first episode of the third, I think it's also the final season of Ted Lasso. Man, I have been so excited about this show. It's like, since I heard the show was coming out March 15, I have been so excited for it. And when it came out, I was so excited to watch it. And man, when I watched it, it was so good, so good to see all those characters again. All those characters that I loved so much. I watched season 1 and season 2 before season 3 came out. So it hasn't been long that I saw their face, but it feels so good to see their face in a new season. And man, I saw those guys' faces and just filled me with so much happiness. I was just seeing those characters and I was smiling up until I saw Nate, and then my smile turned upside down. Man, Nate has become our villain. Speaking of Nate, as much as I don't like Nate, he's my least favorite character. Even from the first and second season, I didn't really connect that much with him. I didn't really care for him as much as I liked other characters. But at the same time, I could get on his side because it was part of the main characters. It was part of the people we loved. So I liked him. Not really liked him, but I could side with him. But now he has become a villain that I just don't even want to have anything to do with. But as much as I don't like the character of Nate, I have to appreciate his writing, because the writing of that character is so good, and what they've done from him from the first season till now is just fantastic writing of the character. If I was an actor, if I could act, I would love to play the role of Nate, because it's a very fascinating character to write and to play. But at the same time, it's a character I do not like. But it's so good just seeing all of them back in this, seeing all these characters back, and I was so happy to see this season. Right off the bat, something I noticed from the first frame of this episode, it was a shot of Ted's face. Last season, the first thing we saw in the first episode was a shot of Nate's face, and that last season told Nate's story, and made Nate become a different character. So like, what I'm trying to say is, the season started with a shot on Nate, and we ended with a shot on Nate. The season also ended with a shot on Nate's face, and that season just told a story of Nate, and that season told how Nate went from our good guy to possible bad guy. And this episode starts with Ted's face. So when I saw how this episode started with Ted's face, it took me back to how season 2 started. Like, that season was like a Nate season. That's what to put it. It was like a Nate season, because it was Nate that went through the biggest character arc that season. So I feel like as this season started with Ted's face, it's going to tell us a Ted Lasso story. The show is titled Ted Lasso, but because the other characters, they don't focus as much on Ted Lasso. But I feel like this season, they'll be focusing a lot on Ted Lasso. And I mean, who doesn't love Ted Lasso? We all love Ted Lasso, and we love to say it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the story that they're going to tell with Ted Lasso this season. With Ted himself, not the whole show, with Ted himself this season. I'm really looking forward to it. One of the things that drew me into this show when I first started watching it was the comedy. And man, the comedy in this season, this first episode is also very good. Like, I found myself laughing so much. I don't know, maybe because I was so excited to watch the show, so it just made me hype for it. Well, man, I laughed so much watching this episode, and the comedy was so good. Not just the comedy, the writing is also very good in this episode. Like, there's some things they did with Ted and Nate in this episode, though, that the writing was just, it felt very good. It felt genuine, and it felt right with the characters. And I just loved that writing. Like, man, I'm so excited for this show, honestly. But everything is off to a good start. The writing is off to a good start. The comedy is good. The characters, man, I love the characters so much. It was so fun to be back. The footballers, Danny Roas. Danny Roas is my favorite footballer. Like, of all the footballers, Danny Roas is my favorite. And seeing him again, seeing all those characters was just, oh, I couldn't take it. It was so much for me, and I loved seeing it, man. Another thing I noticed in this episode was how much some of the characters have grown from the first season. I don't want to go into spoilers, but I'll just talk about some little details. I remember the first season when Rebecca was first introduced. She was this person that did not really care about the club, and she just wanted to run the club down. Now, you can see her feeling passionate about the club and just wants the club to succeed. And just seeing her grow like that is something that I really appreciated. Also, Jamie Tat has become such a team player, and seeing him grow like that is another thing that I really appreciated. And some of the journalists also, everyone is just growing, not everyone, but most of them, you can see their growth in the storytelling, and I'm just glad that the characters are growing. I just feels so much more realistic. Like everyone grows, and to see your characters, see characters they've been watching for so long, see them growing is something that just really made my heart beat faster, and I so much loved it. Man, this episode of Ted Lasso was a very good start to the show, and I'm so glad this show is back. And by God's grace, I'll be dropping a review for it every week. So stick with me, subscribe to keep watching my reviews, and let's enjoy Ted Lasso together. So if this is your first time on my channel, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and if you've not subscribed, subscribe please, and join this train. AFC Richmond. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Cheers.